Guards in a cocoon when you trapped in a matrix. Made in his image, comprehension of statement. I'm blatant. Fools need to start rejecting Satan. Devils roam earth freely with big business. Females move off perception of inches. Derelict crab mental. What Mark Jacobs, the wise shall inherit the earth for new birth. The entrance of life is the entrance of work. Mistreat the caterpillar, but love the butterfly. Everything has an ugly phase, even you and I. Johnny Turbulence, King Johnny Appleseed. Q24 Bush with the South Queens. Pomegranate seed crushed in the apple tea. Intracellular techniques I keep clean. Cashews, distill water, eat beets. Purple potatoes, pink salt, zucchini. Watercress, arugula, batano beans. Killers casting over wildebeest from the east. Goes anywhere, word is Barney's, my streets. Can go anywhere, the world created for me. Better check what the Father said unto thee. Second Ezra 6, check the 50s. Old sneakers caught in the rain, sting feet. Yeah! Chaotic change brings chaotic phase. Never be afraid to be alone in any place. Could go 3 years, Alaska, favorite place. It's a mental challenge. King Daniel Savage, don't wrestle with lions. Just build with them. Eager, laugh hard, review bank statements. The enemy will never love us. Too much greatness. Moorish revival. Morinos built the Eiffel. White people always stealing shit, even the Bible. Repent daily, going crazy like Charles Haley. Ching Chong, Sakari, King Kong, Kingdom. Yasharala live long. Levi with a time with knee highs. Wise guys eat lunch with 5 guys. French fries, sprinkle salt, the iodine. Goddamn fact, New Yorkers feel the pride. Chilling, chilling, ching, ching. Maccabees on the rise. My backpack raps attract those back of the class. Boom, back, big subwoofers and hatchbacks. Honda Civics, spoiler kids 12 inches. 90 stick shifted, aerodynamics. Sex reservation for the marriage, yes. The nastiness can bring flesh to happiness. Sweat glands, yes, relax the woolly head. Extravagant sweat straightens the nappy hair. V-necks get stretched like crazy fan. The crazy man, tablespoon, the Haitian jam. Unleavened bread, spit it out the Haitian jam. The Haitian man, that's Levi, Nick Haitian. Executive center of the brain. Playing games, never fear change. You know what I'm saying? Look.
Yo, Shalawam, Shalawam. Get that up out of there. What's going on, family? All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High, man. For this Friday night Shabbat. Let everybody trickle in. Everybody trickle in here. What we got going on in the chat? Mother Bethia, Shalawam, Iskarite Princess, Shalawam. So, Led, man, what's going on, brother? I haven't seen you in like a couple years now. Oh, okay, you in Florida now? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, man, how's Florida, man? How's that weather? Yeah, man, happy Sabbath, y'all. And man, Edwin, shiver. Okay. Got somebody new. Okay, cool, family. Cool. Well, I'm Ambassador Barack. Coming back with another one. Another Friday night Shabbat. Glad that y'all joining me here. Gonna be out the book tonight, though. I got a couple of scriptures I'm gonna read online, but we're gonna be out the book. We're gonna be in the spirit a little bit, so just bear with me. Yeah, man, it's all love. SDG. What's going on? I'm gonna say it like that every time. So yeah, man, it's all love, family, man. It's all love, brother. It is all love. So, call to class, Sin City. Yeah, y'all already know why. This place is wicked. Hey, Adiar. Hey, family. How you doing? So yeah, if everybody can hear me, that's good. You can put a 1 in the chat. I know Mother Rafai said it was good, so we should be okay. Got enough eyes on it. Yeah, man. So, it's a Sin City, man. Like I said a couple weeks ago, it's gonna be that Pride month. And I'm not gonna pull it up, but there's some things online that you could read it and watch. It's about like that Target, and they got those kids clothes with all the rainbow people stuff on it. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? As far as like they making children's clothes with that, they marketing it towards the children, right? Detroit's doing well. That's what's up. The D. I got some people in the D too. I got some people in the D. Yeah, but uh, like man, this place is real wicked, man. It's real wicked out here, man. They're marketing things towards our children, and I'm like, why are they doing this to our children? Like, why are they marketing things? I don't even know how to say it. I don't know. Tongue twister. Why are they marketing things? Yeah, Con at Target. Why are they marketing things towards the kids? Right? It's a lot. Why are they marketing things towards the kids? And I'm like, well, I mean, it's Hollywood, right? And they got this Baphomet worship that they got going on. And in the scriptures, we would sacrifice and partake in that type of stuff and sacrifice our children to Molech. And there's a couple of videos too where you can see a sister doing the what's above and so is below and all of that. And when you really look at that Baphomet, I'm not going to put him on the screen or nothing, but he's got 3 pairs of breasts and he got a head of a goat, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And he looks kind of like a transgender type of person, right? So that's what I was thinking. Like, okay, well, if that's the God that they worship in secret, then it makes sense how they're trying to push this onto the children. Yeah, they are. They are messing with it. They are messing with us. But I'm going to get into that too, because this thing can't go on any longer if we don't partake in these things. That's why we have to separate ourselves as a people, but we got to know that we're the people. So I'm going to do my best to kind of bring that out, bring that to light. But for the most part, off the top, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked now. Our forefathers had a chance. They messed up. We got put in slavery all over. Every nation had their fun with us, if you will. And when we came here, I mean, minus Abraham Lincoln for emancipating the slaves, which I don't think he really wanted to do, we've had 45 straight wicked kings that didn't really care about us as a people. So let's get the book of Matthew real quick. Let's scrap that. Because I mean, there's some things going on in the world too. There's some things going on in the world. So before I forget, let's get that real quick. And I'm kind of going a little off track, but I'm gonna get back on track. But let's get this. It's Matthew 6. Matthew 6. So let's get that. Oh, Matthew's 24. Matthew's 24. Matthew's 24. Matthew's 24 and 6. So there we go. So let's see here. So there we go. So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but is not but the end is not yet, right? So we're hearing about that right now. You know, there are some things going on in Japan. They're talking about nuclear war. They're having conferences about that now. They got some things that I just heard about North Korea and how they have the United Nations over there trying to do some things, and they're testing missiles and all that type of thing. You've got India trying to get in league with Russia. You got it's crazy over there right now on that part of the world, right? So verse 7, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdoms against kingdom. There shall be famines, pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places. So, and there's been some things going on in that side of the country too, as far as like monsoons and different uh, catastrophic events as far as the weather and typhoons and all those types of things. That's over in that Indian Sea. If I'm not mistaken, kind of by like Bangladesh in that area. So there's been some crazy weather over there. Right now we're in like a geopolitical type of war, right? This is the beginning stages of World War III. They're trying to usurp the almighty dollar, the almighty petrodollar, because America's petty, right? America's been petty. They want to use that dollar over you, right? They want to use that dollar for you to do their bidding. And that's why, well, I'll get the scripture out and then I'll continue. So let's get, because this goes in line perfect. This goes in line perfect. Revelations chapter 18. Love this. I love every verse, but I like this one too because it just hits. It just hits, family. So this is the book of Revelations, right? Chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird, right? So, we got like this Baphomet warship, right? You got, they're trying to attack our children. You got, people with mental health issues running around all over the place. Like this thing is it's getting primed. It's getting primed up, man. This place is just got an evil cloud over it. You could feel it. It's all over your TV and your cell phone. It's going to be in your award ceremonies coming up pretty soon. They're going to have all of that coming up pretty soon for these little BET awards and all of that mess. And it's probably going to be on Facebook. Our people, we like to post all of that. So we're going to be talking about what Lil Nas X might be doing and who knows. I know that there's a sister with that lesbian anthem that just came out. The Janelle Monáe, right? She only got like 5 songs. I don't even know how she relevant, but yeah, she got that out, showing off all her goods. And, it just seems like they're weaponizing us that are celebrities, and we're just trying to lead our people to astray, right? So verse 3, all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and all the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. So with that goes along perfectly what America is trying to do as far as their influence with the so-called dollar bill, right? You know how Kamala Harris was going over there to Africa talking about, LGBTQ rights, and we'll give you this amount of money. And, they're just promoting that stuff all over. Like they're trying to put the rainbow flags in these countries' embassies that are staunchly against that. So, that's how they fornicate with these other nations, man. They get them to bend their morality for the almighty dollar. And some of these nations is pushing back on them, pushing back on her, and they're forming their own allegiances with other people. And so, you could definitely, if you pay attention and watch, you could definitely see the Cold War of the Third World's War that's going on right now. Because I'll say this, and I said it before, but how World War II got started, how we got in it, we had sent Britain a whole bunch of destroyers. We sent them 50 destroyers. That's how we got in the Second World War. If you take a look at what we're doing with Ukraine, we sending them jets, tanks. I think we damn near might be in there right now. They got Belarus making deals. So it's going down right now. So we just got to keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that for sure. What are you talking about? I am not surprised at nothing because the earth is given in the hand of the wicked. That's what's up. So, and listen to this, family. Verse 4, and I heard another voice of heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins has reached up to heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquity. So yeah, it's high time that we get up out of this thing. It is high time that we get up out of this thing, man. It is going down. Her cup has been filled, and it's about to spill any moment. I mean, there ain't no a way around it. I mean, they putting this stuff out all in your face. I mean, if you look at that little Target thing that I'm talking about, but with the LGBTQ stuff, you can find it. It's there. I think they're in YouTube Shorts. It's very easy to get to. I just got my two hands busy, so I don't want to derive. But yeah, man, it's going down, man. So we just got to be vigilant. We got to stay in the spirit. We can't let any incidents that happen within Israel affect our walk. If you know, you know. But we just got to keep on moving forward, man. We can't let other people's experiences affect our experiences in this thing, right? So it's just important that we just gather together, O nation not desired, and keep this thing moving, man. And show love to one another, man. Unify and praise the Most High, man, because these other people are praising Baphomet. Okay, so we definitely got to be on point and give all praises to the Most High at all times. At all times. What you got going on? Man, people want to make their life normal so they're not looked at as wrong. And that's true, man, because the people here in society now, they're making things that seem wrong. They're making things that are wrong seem good. You're right. And that's just that's just how the way it is now. Everything is topsy-turvy. Everything is upside down. Everything is definitely topsy-turvy, and it's upside down. You got 2 Timothy's 3 and 4. Yeah, sure. I'll bring that out. Yeah, man. So we just got to stay up, just keep vigilant, though, because this thing is just getting crazier and crazier. I told you, like, this Pride Month is gonna be it's gonna be something, boy. And the High Holy Day is coming up too. Feast of Pentecost and the new Feast of Weeks, what we call it the first fruits, right? So that's coming up too in this same month of all this perversion. So the Most High gonna get down, man. He's gonna get busy. So if you see any type of rainbow flags going on in the street, man, y'all better just get away, because these people about to because something go out, a building might drop on these people. They might be, the young brothers might come out, start doing what they do, So I'm gonna be at the crib for that. I'm not gonna be messing around out there downtown in them big metropolitan areas. So if you wise, you probably stay inside too. What we got? 2 Tim 3, 2. Oh yeah, come. So this is the book of 2 Timothy 3 and 2 via Mother Bethia. This known also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of themselves, right? So you got the Instagrams and the Facebooks, right? We're very vain as a people now. We're covetous. You get a BBL, I get a BBL. You get, you risk your life. I risk my life. You get some plastic injections in your body. I get some plastic injections in your body, right? You get a body in the street. I get a body, right? Um, you get a nice car off and steal it. We're boasters. We're proud, blasphemers, disobedient to the parents. Shoot, if you got some that even care for you nowadays, we're unthankful and we're definitely unholy, right? We are without natural affections. We're truce breakers, false accusers. That's definitely happened. I mean, there's tons of things going on too, as far as the paternity fraud, um, just lying on who the daddy is, and so on and so forth. It's really wicked out here um, for that. Incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, which happens all the time. People are very jealous of one another, right? We're traitors, we're heady, high minded, lovers of pleasures, more than lovers of the Most High. That's what I'm going to talk about temptation a little bit later on, but that definitely is something that our people need to get together, right? Um, and so that's gonna be in on that real quick. So let's just get back. Yeah, so as far as this kingdom goes, we are definitely Sin City Central, and there's gonna be a price for that. There's definitely gonna be a price for that. So let's get Habakkuk. We're gonna be in Habakkuk real quick. Let's talk about it, man. Slovakia. Okay. So this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establishes a city by iniquity. So, the blood, that's sin. And so let's take it way back. Let's take it way back. So, I mean, how did they get America? First of all, right? They stole it. They stole it. It just is what it is. They stole it. They broke contracts. They broke treaties with the so-called Native Americans. They got over on them. They killed the livestock, killed the buffalo. They had that manifest destiny. They lived by the gun. They got everything by that gun. As far as slavery goes, they milked us for 400 years and have yet to give us any type of reparations. They don't want us to have that, and that's okay because that's in their spirit. And the Most High gonna have them cough it up one way or another. But like I said, the ultimate reparations is this. Hold on one second. Let's go back to Revelation, because I don't want the money, man. Y'all can take the money. Y'all good. I'm not that easy. It ain't that easy, man. We've been getting by very little without it. So what y'all gonna do for me is work a little bit. Y'all gonna work a little bit. Okay. So this is probably the best reparation that we can get, as far as I'm concerned. And that's karma. What goes around comes around. So they haven't yes, they worked just like Hebrew slaves. They definitely did. They definitely did, man. They worked just like Hebrew slaves. Here's the patience. That's right. We gotta have some patience with this. But it's gonna happen though. But you know what's great about it though? The richest of them It's not going to be, because they do have a point. Well, some of our people didn't have slaves, but the richest of them did. But what they failed to realize is that the people that were catching them, the people that were holding the guns, watching them, they were still getting their little nickels and dimes for contributing to the economy of slavery. So if I ran away, so it might not be the plantation owner that came and chased me, but it was going to be Billy Bob, whoever with no teeth that wasn't related, right? That was going to get me so he could pay him, right? So so some people had a lot to do with it. And there's no way around it. But the richest of them, the ones that can survive this destruction that's about to partake, they're going to be the ones that's going to work, which is only right. The Most High is a genius, right? So the richest of them benefited the most. The richest of them are going to survive this nuclear destruction, and then they're going to work. So without further ado, the late Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Amen. So that's the patience that we got to have. That's why we really need to be repenting. We really need to get out of this way of life that they're trying to force us to live, so we can enjoy all of these prophecies that's about to come up, right? So let's get back. So like I said, so Habakkuk 2 and 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity. So I already told you the history of how they got this place. They raped, they robbed, they murdered, right? They were treacherous against the so-called Native Americans, had us in slavery, didn't repay us at all. They had the slave codes. The former slave masters found themselves back in the Congress, in power. They did the segregation during the Reconstruction era. We had the race riots of the 1930s. They redlined us. They racial covenanted us. They did all these things against us. And here we still stand, man, as a people. Here we still stand. And there's going to be hell to pay for that. But the blood, what does the blood mean? It means sin. And what's sin? What is sin? What is the sin, y'all? What is the sin, y'all? Does anybody know? I guess when Rwanda's talking about butterflies and stuff. But what is sin? What is the sin? So let's get 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Whoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law, right? And so that's why, this place is going down, man. It's got to be destroyed because everything that they're doing is going against the Most High. You could argue that at one point in time, minus the slavery, they were kind of Christian in the sense of homosexuality was outlawed and it was considered a mental disease, and they weren't promoting abortion like crazy, right? So you could say that, but now it's crazy. Yeah, there we go. Transgressing of the law, right? And then if we go here, just so we could get this, let's go to Psalms real quick. What we got? Psalms 147. Let's get Psalms 147 real quick. So this is Psalms 147, right? Y'all know me, when it's good, I get butterflies. All right, so who was given the law, right? We were given the law. So let's get Psalms, right? Hopefully I'm not going too fast, y'all. I'm kind of in the spirit a little bit. So I'm going to try to slow down and pace myself and everything. So hopefully I'm not going too fast. Y'all just bear with me. Just trying something a little new. So this is Psalms 147, chapter verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any other nation, and for his judgments they have not known him. Praise ye the Most High. So, and that's why that's why they're dealing with us like this, because they know this. I'm about to bring that out too. But we're the only people that can transgress against his laws. And that's why they push it on us. They push it on us. They know that we're breaking the laws. They keep the party going. But as we trickle out of this thing, as we come out of her, they're going to start to see these curses come back on them. All right. So let's, before we get too lost, let's go back to Nahum. Let's get Nahum real quick. Let's get Nahum. There you go. A short book. So this is when I first got into the truth. I love this one. I wanted to say this all the time. But, woe to the bloody city, right? Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city, destruction to the city of sin. Is basically what it's saying. So woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery, right? We got lying, especially here in the Windy City. They be lying. They say they're gonna do one thing and they do another, right? They rob the people blind. They tax us like no other, and they promote abortion, and now this homosexuality that goes against of the Most High, right? So with that, we definitely got to find out who we are, because we don't want to be destroyed with all this. We don't want to be destroyed in this sinful city, right? Because we don't know who we are, and sometimes we don't want to know who we are, right? Sometimes we don't want to know. So let's just let's flow with it real quick. Let's get the book of Isaiah. And let's see what's going on there. Let's see what the Most High got going on in there. Right? So let's get Isaiah 1:3. Right? The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, and our children are corrupt. They will steal your car and everything, break into your house and cook all your food at the same time. Okay? They ain't playing around, man, right now, man. That's how you know it's the end. It's the end times, man. We live in the last days. They have forsaken the Most High. They have provoked the Holy One of Yasharallah unto anger, and we are gone backward as a people, most definitely. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart is faint, man. We sick. We sick with it. That's why the other nation is like, man, what's wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all, man? So we're gonna get back to Isaiah, but let me just do my thing real quick. So what can you do? What should we be doing? What should we be doing? Right? Well, we should be searching for who we are. That's what we should be doing. I mean, sometimes the spirit of the Most High got to hit us, though. But you still got to have that some type of curiosity, though, right? To kind of know that you a true Jew, that you are part of the nation of Israel, right? You got to have some, it's got to just hit you a little bit. You got to start waking up to this thing, kind of wake up to this matrix called America. So let's get Job 8:8. For I inquire, I pray thee, and I pray that all of our people do, of the former age, and prepare thyself to search of their fathers. That's the first part. You definitely, when you get into this truth, you definitely want to find out if your dad is a so-called black man, Hispanic, Native American, Negroid descent. That's the first thing you want to do. I know one of the last times I talked to my father, I was like, "Yo, are you black?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right. What about my grandpa? Is he black?" And he was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, all right, that's cool. So that's how I know. But I definitely prepared that search to find out who I was. And once I got that solidified, I definitely was running with it. But that's what we should do as a people. These paternity tests, though, I don't know if they go back. I don't know really what that is as far as like how they test it. Because sometimes, because I'm conflicted. That's why I don't want to do a DNA test, because I don't know if they're going on the mother's side or the father's side. And this is what I'm saying. So let's go back to the book of Matthew real quick. This is what I'm talking about. When you talking about prepare search for their fathers, well, let's look at Matthew and let's see exactly what I'm talking about. So let me slow down. It's the book of Matthew. This is how it works, right? So this is the book of the generation of Mashiach Yahushua, who we call Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Now watch all the names and notice how they're all men. Verse 2, Abraham begat Isaac. Isaac begat Jacob. Jacob begat Judas and his brethren. And Judas begat Phares and Zara of Tamar, and Phares begat Ezram. And Ezram begat Aram, and Aram begat Aminadab, and Aminadab begat Naason, and Naason begat Salmon. I know I want to say salmon, but I'm going to call him Salmon. But if you go on and on and on and on and on, right? Jehoshaphat begat Joram, and Joram begat Ozias. These are all men, because that's how you trace it back. It's nothing sexist. There's nothing like that. Okay, this is not the battle of the sexes, red pill side of YouTube. This is just facts. Okay, that's how the line is. So if you are if you're a sister in the truth, you just go simply to your father's side, and then your father's father, and that's how you don't go to your mother's father. You go through your father, and then his father. You don't go and say, I know that we all got, single moms and everything. We don't go that way. We have to go, who was your father that's supposed to be in your life? We can make fun of it now, but and it's sad too. But that's how we got to trace it back. So if you're tracing it like, my mother and then my father, then you might get a little scared. You might be like, oh snap, I got, he's white, but that might not be true. So you might be tracing the background. So before you do that, make sure that you're getting all the men on your father's side, not your mother's side. Let's hit the chat real quick. Yeah, ancestry is a way for them to know who we are and how many we are. Yeah, that's true. And that's why they have the census. Fun story. I was living with my sister at the time, and this dude came around, this Edomite came around, and it seemed like he only wanted to take the little census for where we was at. And I'm just her roommate at the time, And he really wanted to know, like, who was in there. Was it just me and everything like that? And he was just smiling with his little devilish grin. And I was like, bro, get up on out of here. I don't even stay here. Like, bye. Like, how many of them is you? It's like, no, son, you ain't doing that over here. But yeah, they do like to keep track. They do like to keep track. And answer, yeah, the answer, yeah, and I don't like that too. And they got all that AI stuff going on and the deep fake stuff, and you never know what they're doing with that information. Like you just and you send it in, you don't know what they're doing because they can't get our sperm as far as the males go. We're not donating no sperm for them, so they're like, man, we got to find another way. So we spitting in stuff and sending it off, and you never know what they're doing with all of that because they trying to prolong their life by any means possible. So they might just give you a BS one, just say he's from West Africa somewhere. And we're going to use this spit for something else. Yeah, you can't trust them. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man, you can't trust our enemies with none of that stuff, man. So, it is what it is. But that's pretty much how that goes. So that's pretty good, family. So we're still in the spirit here. It's another thing, right? Let's go through the curses. Let's go through the curses real quick because that's a good way to know. That's a good way to know. So let's go to Deuteronomy. Let's hit them with the Deuteronomy real quick. Because we know that the city is full of sin. We got our people sinning. It doesn't seem like we're just so far in it like quicksand. We just keep on sinking in and there's no way out. But there is a way out. It's these scriptures. This is the way out, man. This is the way out. All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I know the chat's busting. And I love y'all for contributing to as well. Proverbs 1:16 on the fly. This is what our people do, in this sinful city. Proverbs 1:16, their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood, man. And there's going to be blood that's going to be shed spiritually too. But he's just waiting, man. The wicked's going to act, if you acting wickedly, you might find yourself like, hey, nothing wrong is happening to me. But don't worry, you're going to have your day. You're definitely going to have your day. And sometimes he saves the wicked for last, man. So, we definitely don't want to partake in that, man. And we don't want to be envious of people that are doing wickedness in this city and partaking in everything that these damn heathen do. And that's really what our biggest part is. We got our women talking. The thing that really be killing me, y'all, is that when I see our women advocating for abortion rights, and then you see the other heathen women just looking at them, just grinning, because they ain't doing that to their babies. It's like, oh, that's the one thing that I hate, man. Oh, I hate that. I hate how they trick us. They trick us like that. Oh my goodness, it's really disgusting, man. But it's okay. It's okay. It's like Wanda said, we just got to be patient, and everything's gonna come around. Everything's gonna come around. So let's get it. Deuteronomy. See, I'm in the book now. I'm gonna stop using the computer though too as well, because the book is a little bit more fluid, and I can be a little bit more in the spirit too as well. So let's start from the top, man. This is a beautiful verse right here. This is Deuteronomy 14:2. This is how we should be. This is how we were. This is what we got to strive back to be. 14:2, and it says, "For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord have chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all nations upon the earth." So we're going to stop that right there. I'm going to get 2nd Ezra 2 as well. I got to get that on my computer, though, because I keep on giving away my Apocrypha. But hopefully the brother do come into camp that he has my Apocrypha. So hopefully that doesn't go in vain. But I keep on giving that thing away now. But, we are a peculiar people. We are a special people. We're supposed to be separate, We're supposed to be separate, and we're supposed to be doing our own thing. And they hate that when we do it, because what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma, when we were doing our own thing? Because before, when it was segregation, right, it was cool because there was no guise of, let's get along with them. We're integrated now, so we could lean on them. No, it was no, 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 no. They don't like us. They don't want us. That's whites only. That's blacks only. Let's get it. Let's work together. And because we got to survive, right? And we made Tulsa, Oklahoma. And what did they do? They got jealous. They're using the same white woman that they still use in this day they get a little case going to blast the man down, and then they use it as an excuse and they burn the town down. They did that not even in Tulsa, Oklahoma, during the whole 1930s. It's very wicked, man. They used to, you might pass by a little pond. That might have been our little town, and it's underwater. Same thing in Florida. Brother was trying to get people to vote. The Klan came up on them, just ran them out of town, killed everybody and everything. And the stories go on and on, man. This thing is wicked, absolutely. But anyway, we're a peculiar people. We're a special people, and we're chosen above all nations. So let's just reinforce that. Let's reinforce that. Let's reinforce it. Okay, so this is 2nd Ezra chapter 5. We're going to go verse 23. And said, O Lord, thou bearest rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof. Thou hast chosen thee only one vine, and of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit, and of all the flowers thereof, one lily, and of all the depths of the sea that thou hast filled thee, one river, right? And of all the biddies thou hast hollowed Sion unto thyself. And of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one, the dove. And of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one, sheep. And among all the multitudes of the people, thou hast gotten thee one people. And unto this people whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved by all. All right? And now, O Lord, why hast thou given these one people on over to many? All right? We ain't up to no good, that's why. But you see that? So he had one lily, right? That's his favorite flower is the lily. When we're his favorite people, because he chose the people. He could have chose anybody, but he chose us. So now we got to live up to that. But we haven't lived up to that. That's why we're sitting here in this sinful city right now. Right? So let's cut it back. Let's get that. Let's go to the chat. Genetic markers show paternal and okay. It's in all the genes. I just don't, I just rather have that verification. Hey, call my pops up if I can and verify he knew his grandfather. And if they all Negro, then we all good. We all bueno. You Negro, we bueno. Oh, yes. Yeah, I hit them with the perfect hatred too. God, come. Definitely. I know my dad is black and his father was black and his father was black. And that's, hey, and that's good enough. That's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. That is good enough for me. Jevis Nickies. Grand Sabbath night. Hey, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Hello. Hey, how you doing? Shalawam. Shalawam. Happy Sabbath, brother. Okay, gone. Okay, cool. Okay. Ooh, get that over. Okay, cool. Um, okay, more curses. More curses. Just we got to find out who we are, man. So we prepared to search for our fathers. We found out that we so-called Black and Native American of Indian Negroid descent, Hispanic of Negroid descent. So let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. So in Deuteronomy, when you catch it, the first part in Deuteronomy, what does it say? So let's get that first, though. So just in case people want to, he's not talking that. He's talking to everybody. No. Read verse 1:1. Deuteronomy. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. So that's who he was talking to. So that's the context. Now let's get 28. The famous 28. Right? Let's see here. Come. Someone led astray. I got some precepts. I might go completely a different way, but no, hold on. So this is 28 and 15. This is what happened when we fell, man. This is why we're here today. But it shall come to pass, and thou wilt not hearken unto the voice, Yahweh our power, the Lord our God, to observe all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Right? What you say, brother? He said, I was raised Nazis, and then Var told me I was Judah. Hey, I used to think I was a Native American too. Some people in my family be looking like that too. But I just think, like, in some parts of the country, they just know how to keep their hair really well. And so it just feels like you got this Native American vibe going on. I know the women down in Arkansas, they just, I don't know what they got going on, but they just knew some secrets, and they look like they're Native American just because they have that straight hair, It's kinky, but they just like kind of have this way of straightening it. But anyway, what's going on? I found out my grandfather was Black and lived in the Dominican Republic since the late 1800s. Okay, man. You was what we would call Simeon. Yeah, Simeon. And Simeon be doing some Negro type of things. Okay. I know that, y'all be having the baseball caps, y'all killing it in baseball. Y'all some of the best baseball players now. That's because the Most High chosen you to be special. So, as soon as y'all got in tune with that baseball, y'all been taking over. I know one of my favorite players right now is Luis Robert Jr. They call him Black Pantera or something like that, Black Panther. But he's nice. He wears number 88 for the White Sox. So, yeah, man, y'all brothers are blessed in that. And y'all also, I know a lot about the different places in the Dominican. Some good, some not so good, but y'all suffer the same thing. There's a lot of whoredom, but then there's a lot of good people there that's struggling, trying to get by. And then there's a lot of, Negro activity going on. Y'all do have an affinity for the music. And we just dress alike. The culture is alike. So all praises to that, brother. So you definitely, the tribe of Simeon, definitely you want to stay tuned, get in tune with us, reach out. We got emails that you could hit us up in. You could send us the email request for counsel. Hit up my officer, Ambassador Yabatazar at the Gmail, So we got all that for you, If you just want to learn, just keep on tuning in on Friday nights. And then we got classes on Wednesday too. And then we got Q&As on Saturday. Sometimes we do some things on Monday. But yeah, definitely. You said, well, I never got to read about my dad. Oh, okay, cool, cool. And honestly, that's all you really need to know, man. Because sometimes it's by the spirit. But if you got family members telling you, then yeah, then it's more than likely. And then if your family members are telling you, then sometimes you'll have pictures too. You know, so you could pull up some pictures, but you could tell though when you start to know, and people start to tell you, and you take a look at your people, and you take a look at some of these curses that are in here, you know that you Israel. So let's go through them though, because we're cursed in the city, and we're cursing the field, we're cursing these big cities, we're cursing the countryside. This is very sad too, man. I don't know why the sister from Alabama, I think she was from Alabama. I don't know why she did that. She had her little, like, toddler son, like 5, call the police. And then they said, put your hands up, get your hands up. And the child walks out and they shot him. So we just cursed. We cursed everywhere. It's not just these big cities. We cursed everywhere. What do you say? He told me I look like a lunch slim thick hair. Why you had the Jake? Hey, that's what I go off of. If you got this Jake nose, then you damn near in there. You gotta have the Jake nose though. For me, like if I can't tell, I tell by the nose. That's why they knocked off a lot of those noses too in ancient Egypt. I'm not saying that we were the ones on there, but you could tell by the nose. You could tell by the nose. That's for sure. You're damn right. Every nation hate us. I'm gonna bring that out too. I'm gonna bring that out. Hold on. Just let me get through some of these. Just let me get through some of these though. So let's see. So some of our people, maybe it's due to lack of resources, lack of money, but Deuteronomy 28 states, the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. So, we walking around like we crazy people, whether it's drugs or you know, just we just strung out. The mental health, sometimes that takes a toll. The life at home sometimes is crazy, and then you just mentally break. You know, we live in communities that's crabs in a bucket. I don't know if you live in the Dominican Republic actually, but it seems like it's some crabs in the bucket stuff. It's there's a lot of people that's begging out there too. There's a lot of women that's just kind of doing the OnlyFans route, and it's just bad, man. Some places it's bad, some places it's not so much. But for the most part, we're going through the same things, man. Just because they dropped y'all off and y'all speaking the Spanish doesn't mean that we the same people. I look kind of like Dominican. I look Dominican. Hey, Dominican. I look a little bit like that. Damn, there might be. But he's gonna really sort it out when we get back. We're gonna really sort it out when we get back. What happened? A family in North Carolina contacted me years ago telling me that my great great granddad was a slave in their plantation. Damn, and they're trying to apologize to me. The Murray plantation. Wow. Yeah, I used to roll past the Bemis plantation in Tennessee. That gave me some weird. That was. If you, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you go past one of them, it's just a weird vibe. It's a weird vibe. A weird vibe. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'd be wanting to put some gas and light a flame and burn all the crops. But it's just wild. It's wild, man. I don't like that. They found me through the census. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? They probably try to find you so they can sell you. Like, where is she at? We gonna sell her. She got away, but she ain't gonna get away this time. She going right back to Murray. She going right back over there to Murray plantation. Tell her to come over. Tell her to come over for a cup of coffee. Oh snap! Don't you do it. Don't you do it. What? My father's father had been murdered by Pancho Villa. Yeah, see, that's a curse right there, man. And our people be dying for less too. That's a dang shame. What happened? Here's where it's kind of sad. I love all the different features of me. It makes me see happy. Yeah, I know, man. Like when you really think, when you really think about it, man, we all kind of like I'm from Midwest America, but I'm telling you, I be seeing videos of people in the Dominican, and they have this, they be having the same fade, and it's the same thing, especially when we all put on baseball caps. If I say "Hola, cómo está," or something like that, you might like, "Oh, hey, he's Dominican," but then you get me to talk a little bit more, like, "Oh no, he's straight, he's American." But it's all love though. It's all love, and we all connected, man. Don't let Satan divide us now, because if we're united and we know who we are, there's more of us than him. You understand? So we just got to keep on keeping on. I'm telling you, they trying to get you. They trying to get you. I missed that cooking. She can sure cook some chicken. Hold on, let's hit her up. Let's hit her up. He gonna come back to Murray for just one night. Get her in the kitchen. Bigger Devils hung in Mobile, Alabama. Wow. Are you serious? Moses Pleasure. Oh my goodness. I had not known that. Hey, not speaking of that, but how was Mother Miriam doing too? Mother Miriam is I love her voice, man. I miss her voice, man. Hopefully Mother Miriam's doing well too. Yeah, definitely. I hope that she's doing well. Okay, calm. Many people got the ship there in the islands, and that's where we're going right now, because we're going to kind of get live. Hey, thank y'all, man, for doing that. But yeah, man, we got off the ship. Let's do Deuteronomy 28 and 37. Thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. That's why we're called a whole bunch of those names. And you already know what we call. Negro, African American, Afro American, colored, and all types of derogatory things. You already know where I'm going with that. A lot of us, right? The stranger that is in the Caribbean, right? You have the so-called East Indian; they're above you over there. You have the so-called people from the UK; they're above you over there. Meanwhile, you were born and raised on that island, and you ain't got nothing. You ain't got a store. You ain't got nothing. You might have a barbershop, but that's about it. You over here hustling and bustling, trying to pick people up and tourists up on their little taxi cab, your little taxi moto, right? While they spend all this little money, trying to finesse your people, right? Getting over and, enjoying that sexual tourism in the Caribbean, you over there riding them around for it. And that's a sad thing, man. That's an absolutely sad thing. But, we're very low in the countries that we got dropped off in. But speaking of that, let's skip it. Let's get that. Let's get down to it. This is Deuteronomy 28. This is how you know that we really the people, man. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, and by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt not see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. And them Nigerians didn't come back for us, y'all. I know they got some Ugandans over here talking about the orphanage, brother. The orphanage, brother. Where were you when I was? No. We ain't giving no money to no orphanages, brother. We need you. We need you to come back. We need you to come back to save us, brother. Okay, it's too late for all that to hop on my Facebook talking about some orphanages. We needed you to come back and get us. But the Most High said that no one was going to come back. All right. So now they're going through it over there. Man. But that's how you know. So the person that says he's a Jew right now, listen. Let me say this. Life, no matter how people, die or whatever, especially what happened in Nazi Germany, all of that. I'm not trying to make fun of that. When you torture people, Supposedly, you put them in ovens, you gas chamber them up. That's terrible, right? The thing is with me, that's not what the scripture says. That was going to happen to the people. It said cargo slave ships. Okay, these people were going to be scattered around in cargo slave ships. That's what it said. And off of that prophecy, we were dropped off. This brother right here, Garuda Legends, was dropped off, and his people was dropped off, right? In the Caribbean, carried beyond our borders, right? We were dropped off all over this here South Africa, South America, and North America, and we fulfilled that prophecy that was the transatlantic slave trade. And and there's more to that, but cargo slave ship prophecy doesn't meet that gas chamber Auschwitz prophecy. Okay, with those internment camps. Yes, whatever happened there, terrible. I'm not trying to gloat on that. I'm just saying that it doesn't match up with the prophecy. It doesn't match up. Another reason why you know that we're the people. Just to keep it moving, let's get Zechariah. Police brutality. This is a damn shame. It's a damn shame. What we got? Is it Zechariah or Zephaniah? 11. I think it's 11 and 5. Yeah, 11 and 5. Yeah. So this is Zechariah 11 and 5. So that's very good. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back in the chat. So I'll be able to finish in time. I'll be right back in the chat. This has been a fun class, man. Thank you for contributing. This is Zechariah 11 and 5. I don't know if this goes on like in the Caribbean or whatnot, but I know in America it do. So start at 4. So thus saith Yahweh our power, the Lord my God, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them, blessed be the Most High, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. So they slay us. They they doing it to their own people too. I saw a video where this Edomite man and his mom was in a pickup truck, I think in Wonderwanda's neck of the woods, in like the North Carolinas areas. And he said he was about to kill himself and he had a gun in the car. These people rolled up and they hopped out the whip, bro, and they just start busting. Pop, 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 with the mom right there by the truck. I don't know how he didn't die, but they just start dumping on him. So, I mean, and they doing that to us too. And they've been doing that too. And they get off not guilty because they got that immunity. I forgot what that's called, but they got that immunity. Hey, what's going on, Israel? Sincere? What's going on? Shalawam, shalom. Yeah. Ooh, snap. Yeah, my family told me we were from West Africa, right? And we went to the Caribbean. Me and all my siblings are first generation Americans. I am mind blown how similar we look. Yeah, man. I mean, that's how it is. I mean, now we were living in West Africa, but we really come from Israel, right? But we had got chased out by the Romans around, I think, 70 AD, something like that, 70, 80 AD. And then we had to find refuge in West Africa. And they used to call it Negro land, Negritia, things of that nature. They even, if you look at those old 1700s maps, they knew exactly where we were at too as well. But that'll be another class. I definitely want to get into that. But that'll probably be another class. Sorry, not first generation. Oh yeah. I know what you mean though. I know exactly what you mean. Got videos on them all about mixed fadges. I would like us to react. I got a video concerning the law about mixed fadges. I would like us to react. Okay. I don't know exactly how we would do that. But definitely, definitely. I know there was talking about fabrics in a couple of classes ago, maybe last week. They were talking about that too. Yeah, but I mean, we could definitely do that one of these days. Might have to send a link or something like that. Like I said, I don't know. Oh, email. Yeah, sure. Sure thing, brother. Let's do this. Banners. Let's get boom. Yeah, so let's email that. Email that right there. Email that right there. I'll get it up for you a little bit longer, then I'll put it down. Okay, so just write that email down. And then send us what you got, man. Introduce yourself, tell us your name and everything like that. And then we should uh powwow. If you need it again, you can run the video back when I'm done, or you can just ask for me. I'll pull it back up. I'll pull that thing back up. So hopefully you got it. If you didn't, just let me know at the end. I'll pull it back up for you. All right. So now, so that was kind of in the spirit. Let me get back on track with this thing. Because you know that they're jealous of us, right? So, like I said, we living in this sinful city. They got the Baphomet worship going on. They're trying to use our people the best to kind of prolong their stay here, and their time is coming to an end, right? And they're jealous of us, man. They're jealous, and let's prove their jealousy. Let's go back to the time of Adam. This one's a little bit newer. I haven't brought this one out really yet. Let's go here, not Ezra. Ezekiel 31:7. So this one's kind of cool though. Because we're a special people, like the scripture says, right, in 14:2. Right. So this is in the time of Adam. And this is how the Most High refers to us sometimes as trees. So let's begin. All right. This is 31:8. Let's go up to 7. Thus, it's just talking about Adam. Thus was he fair in his greatness, in the length of his branches, for his root was by great waters. Right. So if you kind of know it, like great waters, talking about like the living water, the law, statutes, and commandments, could be what it's referring to, right? Because he was the only one that was getting instructed by the Most High. So the cedars in the garden of the Most High could not hide him. The fir trees were not like his boughs, and the chestnut trees were not like his branches. He was unique because we're unique as a people. Nor any tree in the garden of the Most High was like him in his beauty, right? So nobody's like us. Nobody's built like us. Nobody has the hair that our women have, even though they hate it and they get other women's hair. No one has that froey, kinky type of hair. No one has our just how we style our waves. I don't have any waves, but we style that, and nobody dresses the way that we do. As far as that concerned, we're our branches are a little bit more different than everybody else. If we go to an Asian country, we'll stand out. We're just different. If we go to a European country, we're gonna stand out. We're gonna be different. If we go to a suburban town like I'm in and we walk around, you're gonna stand out. Your branches and your trees are just different, man. Our bows are different, you know, and that's all love. Let's hit verse 9. I have made him fair by the multitude of his branches, so that all the trees of Eden that were in the garden of the Most High envied him. right? So all the trees, all the people that were in the garden of the Most High, they envied him. So they envy us. Yeah, come. Yeah, so our manner is so much different. Now we got like them a little bit. Now we're kind of changed a little bit. Now we become the savages that they were. And it plays out in our young children. Our young teenagers that we see. Which is unfortunate. If we, yeah, I don't know if we were ruling the world right now. Will we have ever came up with this little plastic bottle? Like that's something like that's something that I've always wondered. Would we have really came up with this? I believe that we were more of glass people than anything. But I don't want to get into that because I'll just start ranting and I'll really be in the spirit. But yeah, so all the gardens of the trees envied him. They envied him. Let's get Nehemiah. All right, I'm just gonna roll through this. I'm probably running out of time. I'm gonna roll through this. Nehemiah. So this is back when we were in captivity, and Nehemiah got in good favor with the Persian governor, and he became. He got in good favor with the Persian ruler. He became like a governor, they called it a Tishartha, right? And so he was sent back through favor of the Most High, so we could rebuild Jerusalem up. But there were certain people that were envious of it. So just get a little bit of that. So this is Nehemiah chapter 2, verse 10. When Sanballat and Horonite and Tobiah the servant, the Ammonite, heard of it, it grieved them exceedingly that there was come a man to seek the welfare of the children of Israel. Right? So, with that said, they grieve. Don't they grieve when we talk about our welfare? Don't they grieve when we talk about reparations? Right? It's the same spirit in these people, man. It's the same spirit. Now let's get Psalms 83. This is what I really wanted to go to. Psalms 83. Psalms 83, y'all. Okay. So this is what it's really about, right? Because they know who we are. I'll get back right to glasses. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like glass is healthier. Plastic causes. I've heard a story about when they mark these a different. Edomite had told me when they have a certain marking on it, that means it's got cancer in it and everything like that. And it's just I just never I always thought if we were really ruling the world for the last 100 years or so before they made this, would we have ever made a plastic bottle? I don't think so. I don't think we're those type of people to do that. But that's just me. That's just me. Beer, melting sand, blowing glass, very questionable and healthy. Exactly. I know I got plastic bottles, but you can't almost escape it. Exactly. You can't escape it, man. So it's a lucky ever using a plastic bottle because now y'all know I'm drinking out of plastic. But anyway, let's continue. Psalms 83. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Elohim. For lo, thine enemies have made a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up thy head. So these people hate us, man. And they they're in cahoots against us. They meet in secret meetings and figure out, what they're gonna do to hold us back. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. By what? By abortion, by promoting homosexuality, right? By paying the worst of us to rap about killing each other, and all sorts of that. That the name of Israel may be in no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. And let's list off the nations: the tabernacles of Edom, so-called white man, and the Ishmaelites, the Arabs that are over there, of Moab, Chinese, the Hagarenes, Jabal, Ammon, right, Amalek, the Philistines, the inhabitants of the Tyre. Assur is also joined with them, right? So we have all the different nations, man, that are against us, that know who we are. They've been known who we are, and that's why they promote that. Yeah, we probably did. We could have. I might eat my words because we do admit everything, but you never know. It might have been for a different purpose though, but it is what it is. So, so let's go to Judith right now in the Apocrypha. It's the last one I'll get there, and this is Ammon. This is the ancient Japanese, if you will, during this time. One of the people were talking about us as a people and what were our strengths and what was our weaknesses. So let's just get that really quick. Judith is a beautiful book. You should definitely give that chapter a go, or give that book a go. It's beautiful. I love it. It's really awesome, and Judith is a very awesome woman that the Most High used. But anyway, it said here, and whilst they sin not before their God, whilst they sin not before their God, their power, they prospered, because the Most High that hated iniquity was with them. And what's in Habakkuk? What do we read? We were in a city of iniquity, and he hates that. That's why his spirit departs from us. That's why we have these children out here doing craziness to us. We're not spiritually guarded. We got our guards down. We're not praying like that. We're atheists. We're exposed to all these types of demons out here. We're falling for all their traps, right? So, but when we don't sin, right, we prosper. But it says, but when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by their enemies, right? So that's what it is, man. So verse 20, now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God, their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin. Now let's go up, and we shall overcome them. All right. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest our Lord defend them, and their power before them, and we become a reproach for all the world. That means they don't get their butt whooped. So once we act right, they have to fear us, because we got the true and the living power behind us. But if they can catch us and convince us and be like a Janelle Monáe and promote that lesbian anthem that she's promoting, they can get us to kind of, partake in that type of stuff, to validate what they're doing, to already validate all the studs out there and all that lifestyle and that culture by promoting all these songs, because we worship these darn celebrities, and they know that. So that's why they're using them, because we're just so into it. We watch TV the most out of all people in the United States. So that's why they put all those shows on there. And they have all those ceremonies on there because they're casting spells on us. So we definitely got to get out. We definitely got to get out. What else? What else we got? What else we got? I kind of went off a little bit, but yeah, let's go back. Let's go back. Yep. Every even hard body smokers with tobacco or herbs will admit. Anyone tell you that glass won't give that? Yeah, exactly. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully you put that thing down though. Let's be sober. Let's be sober minded. Be sober minded, man. Let's see here. Let's get Luke 21 real quick. Luke 21, man. Yeah, man, because the time of these Gentiles is over. It's over. And they know it too. The time of these Gentiles is over. What is this? 21, 24. So this is Luke 21 and 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles shall be fulfilled. So that's what's happening right now. These are the times of the Gentiles, man. We're not the people that's there right now. They are. You know what disgusts me too? It's like we just talked about, what, if they're the people of the book, they're supposed to do on to others as they do on to themselves. And what they're doing exactly what the Nazis did to them, except for they're not even bothering with that classification and divide and conquer other people. They're just straight bombing them. Like if you watch different news outlets, you could see people on that Gaza Strip dying every day. 20, 30 children dead off of a missile. They're just sending missiles there like no other. And then over here in America, we say one thing about them and we're anti-Semitic. But over there in their country, they're sending missiles left and right, just blowing everything up. You got little children crying, talking about they lost their mama, talking about they lost their dad, talking about they ruined our place of happiness. It's crazy out there. But we don't report it though. And then there are people, they just act like they're so innocent. But when they're doing the same thing that the Nazis basically were doing to them, but except they're not even they're just sending missiles, they're just blowing stuff up. Boom, 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 boom. But like the scriptures say, man, they weren't going to get any rest out there. Anyway, they weren't going to get any rest out there. Iran and all them people. Oh yeah, we don't have freedom of speech anymore. But it's all good though. It's all good. But anyway, so let's get into something else. Let's get into something else here. Let's get into something else. So, in this walk, man, there's going to be some the water. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, hey, I ain't the enemy. When we come back, there's going to be peace in that land. And there's no peace in that land. You understand? It's just all war. And we're supposed to be scattered all over the world, right? Right? I'll get it. But we're supposed to be scattered all over the world. It's not just Eastern Europe. We're gonna scatter you all over the world because you're the 12 tribes of Israel, but you're all just gonna come from Eastern Europe. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense at all. But it says that we're gonna have peace in that land. Right now, there's perversion in that land. It's very secular. You have LGBTQ pride marches there too. Okay, so these people are cooked, man. They're done. They are not the people. They are absolutely not the people. And there's just no way around it. And they know that. They absolutely know that. Um, yeah. I don't even want. I want to stay on track. I want to stay on track. But in this walk though too, what happened? Yeah, Jamaica and I were well. As far as Gaddafi went, they were trying to back their currency up with real gold. And so that's why when I was talking I don't think you came in, but I said that, we're in a geopolitical, socioeconomic stage of World War III. So right now you're looking at a bipolar world as far as money goes. You have people that want to get rid of the dollar as the world's reserve currency because of America's sanctions. I don't really mind that the Venezuelan people are coming here because we're the ones, well, not me, but America's the ones that put on those sanctions on Venezuela in the first place. So if they don't like somebody and they want him out and he don't want to do a fair election, they're going to punish all the people. And now all my Afro Venezuelans that's there that are coming over here, I don't blame them. I would do the same thing, So, because they're the one that caused it, right? So it's just coming back home. All of her enemies, man, are coming back home to roost, man. Like there's people do not like her. They don't like how she's going around the world promoting all that perversion. And it's coming back home, man. It's only a little bit of more time. It's only a little bit more time. That's it. That's it. No, but when it comes to this Sin City, man, I know that some of us is finding success here, and we're doing our thing here, and the Most High is blessing us still because we're still His people, and He's going to bless us no matter what, especially if we doing our thing. But when we have new levels, we got new devils, right? So we got to level up, and we got to still have that spiritual armor on us. So let's just get some of the story of Yahushua, man. It says in chapter 4 here, Matthew chapter 4, verse 1. Then let's see here. So let's get 3 and 16 first. And when Yahushua was baptized, he went straightway out of the water, and lo, the heavens were opened up onto him, and he saw the Spirit of the Most High descend like a dove and lightning upon him. And lo, a voice from heaven say, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." So he got baptized, right? Then, chapter 4, verse 1. Then when Yahushua led up of the wilderness, then was Yahushua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward hungry. So if you missed that, so he basically leveled up. He leveled up, he got baptized, and he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. So he was just really on a whole nother level, right? So if you're doing everything that you're doing in this walk or in this life, if you're if you're just getting everything done that you need to get done here, if your business is sort of thriving a little bit, you know, you're making new relationships, you got a little promotion or whatever is equivalent to that type of leveling up in your life, you're gonna get tempted, So listen to this. He said, when the tempter came onto him, he said, "Thou be the son of the Most High. Command these stones to be made bread." Right? But he answered and said, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeded out of the Most High." Right? So, and this is the thing that our people get, and I'll get back to that, but this is the thing that our people get tempted by too as well. Let's go to verse 8. Again, the devil taking him up to an exceedingly high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and all the glory of them. And he said unto him, all these things I will give thee if you shall fall down and worship me. Then Yahushua said unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God. That's what these people don't understand. That's what these people don't understand, is that the Most High is above him, and he's supposed to be his servant, right? Only him thou shalt serve, right? So, yeah, and you can't serve money and mammon. I understand that, right? And that's in chapter 6. I'll get that too. But when we do level up and we get new things, there's still those devices that the devil has, so-called Instagram, right? And these images and these people. When you finally make it through, the Most High is blessing you with your business, whatever you might do, then you go on that damn Instagram, and all of a sudden, the temptation comes over you. You had your ride or die the whole time, man or woman. We could trade places, don't matter. You find success, all of a sudden, hop up on that social media, and you think it's and then now you want to split up. Now you want to break up, and now you want to get with somebody else, and that person's going to be a whole demon, So, new levels, new devils. If you find success, you better confide and pray to the Most High to keep on protecting you, and because there's going to be some temptations that come your way. I know I was talking to a brother, and you can't really escape it, So if you had an issue somewhere and you move somewhere else, that issue is going to follow you there, So, and even if you find success in this new place for a little bit, that little demon is going to come find you and come tempt you again anyway. So, you want to definitely, figure it out spiritually and combat and fight off and get rid of as many demons as you can, because they're not going to go away. But when you graduate, they're going to graduate and level up too. They're going to find a way up that staircase to come get you. So, this battle is we got to endure. We got to endure until the end, man. And that's what it's really about. One more though. So, how we said it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. Let's get Matthew 6:25. Before I do that, what's going on in the chat? Yes, fools hate knowledge. You're damn right they hate it. They foolish. Because you could take yourself with you. That's right. People want to be given a rank, and when they tithe, rather than helping your brother or sister out. Yeah, I mean, that's what goes on. That's what goes on too. We get, and that's another part of it too. You start off real low and you're real humble. You'll give your shirt off your back to somebody. All of a sudden you get promoted and you get this, and now you're up here, and now you act like you're better than everybody else. and you're stingy and you're greedy, you don't give back no alms or nothing like that. And you become a totally different person. Your spirit change, your countenance change, your friends change, and people don't even know you no more. And that's not what it's about. I'm glad at the Most High. Yes, Mother Bethai, that's one of them. That's one of them. That's one of them I'm gonna get. That's one of them I'm gonna get. Hold on. See, now you got me excited. Hold on. Let's go. Let's go. What is it? 6. Wait. Hold on, I lost my place. My bad, y'all. 6 and 25. 6 and 25. Okay, that's where we go. 6 and 25. So let's go up to 24. Let's go 24. So this is the book of Matthew 6 and 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he would hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and mammon. You can't serve God and money, right? And with that, hold on. With that, let's do this. You can't serve God and money, right? Let's go to James. Let's go to James 1 really fast. Let's go to James 1. I think it's by Hebrews. It's at the end of Hebrews. I just forgot something. Hold on. Well, we got to close it out pretty soon. Okay, yeah. So let's get James real quick before I forget. This is good. So you can't serve God and money, right? And it says here, this is James 1:1. James, a servant of the Most High, and Lord Hamashiach Yahushua, who we call Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, not scattered in Eastern Europe, scattered abroad across the whole world. Greeting, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. So it teaches you to endure. It's about this whole thing is about grace. It's about falling and getting back up stronger and better. And you fall again and you get back up stronger and better. Don't you, like I know that a brother told me, don't you hide like Adam when you sin. Don't you hide and start blaming people. You face the Most High like a man, and you get down on your knees. You face the East, and you face him like a man. You face him like a woman. You own up for your sins. And you don't put the blame on nothing else, on nobody else. All right, and then you try, not try. To try is to fail. You do. To do is to succeed. You keep on doing what you need to do in this walk. All right. Keep on doing what you need to do in this walk. Right. Let's see what I really want though. So 1 and 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, right? So we read that you can't serve the Most High and mammon. You can't serve God and mammon. And a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Look at Kanye West. You know, he's struggling. You can see that spiritual struggle within him. 1 minute, he's wearing a whole bunch of stuff, saying a whole bunch of crazy things. And another minute, he's saying he's a Jew. You know, so you can't be divided between the Most High and this world, because the Most High and his Son are not in this world. They're not a part of this world. When they were in this world, they were outlaws. When Christ came on the scene, he was talking about grace, and the Pharisees wanted to choke him out, right? He was the only one talking about that. He was talking about new things. He was an outlaw, an outcast, right? He grabbed Simon Peter and his brother Andrew and told them, come on, let's be fishers of men. You know, they had a small group of people, and it was a camp. People want to talk bad about camps, this camp, that. What you think 12 people that are follow each other around is a camp, man. And they were saying very unpopular things, to some people, like the Pharisees and the Sadducees, right? They're very unpopular. People forget that. Christians really forget that, man, that he was not very popular. Kind of like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So he wasn't that popular. He wasn't everybody's cup of tea. And we kind of forget that, We kind of just say, oh, no, Jesus, he loves. And we forget that, his life and what he went through, And he was an outlaw, man, outcast, renegade, talking about things that would shake up the whole place, man. That's what he was, man. But like I said, you can't be a double-minded man. Let's get Revelations 3 and 15. Revelations 3 and 15, and then we're probably gonna we'll end it out on Mother Bethia. We'll end it out on Mother Bethia scripture. Revelations 3 and 15. This has been so fun, man. The water for all your participation. I know this is Adiyar's favorite verse, one of them. 3 and 15, Revelations. If she's still watching, hold on. Let me get this. So, don't be double-minded. Don't be with your one foot in and your left foot out. Don't do that, man. No half-stepping over here. You're going to do this thing. You're going to know that you're Israel. Do it all the way. You might not come back here again. Right? So this is Revelations 3 and 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, double-minded, neither cold nor hot, I will spew ye out of thy mouth. So let's not do that. Let's not get spewed out of the Most High's mouth for being wishy-washy. Yes, we know we coming in dirty. We already know we coming in dirty. We got to shake it off, but that's what we got brothers for, right? But as far as, being in and being out, not going to a holy day and, showing up and, I'm saying we can't do that, but we got to go all the way in. We got to go all the way in, right? And that's why brothers is on you. So let's get one more. Mother Bethia. I will get that Matthews 33. Chapter 6 is cool though. He's cool. This is cool though. Let's get 6 and 25 though. So this is what Yahushua was talking about though, man. Like you can't worry about day to day. Because when you worry about the day to day and when you do have wants, that's when those temptations is going to get you. And that's when you can be a part of the sin city doing what everybody else do. And you're going to have more blood on you than you know what. Damn, I forgot the scripture in Isaiah. But anyway, I'll bring that up some other time. But let's read 6 and 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. It is not the life more than meat, and the body more than raiment, right? So he's just saying, don't worry about all that. And why is he saying that? Let's keep reading. Behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? So the birds are getting fed, right? The worms are coming up for them, right? They got figs laying around so they could build their little homes and everything like that. The Most High is supplying them with everything they need, Because when you want stuff that you don't need, that's when you're doing that Hollywood weird stuff. And you know what I'm talking about. That's when you doing crazy stuff to get what you want. And then you find out all these years later, you're going to be free. I didn't even really need that. But now you living a terrible life of sin because of everything that you wanted when you were younger, that you regret having. So it makes no point. Right? So 28. And why take ye thought for raiment? Why take ye the thought for clothes? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. Yet I say unto you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. So wherefore, if the Most High so clothe the grass of the field, to which day is, and tomorrow is cast in the oven, shall he not much more clothe ye? Oh, ye have little faith. So let's have that faith, y'all. Let's have that faith. And what is faith? Faith is evidence of things not seen. That's in Hebrews 11. You know. So 31. Therefore, take no thought, saying, what we shall eat, what we shall drink, wherewith shall we be clothed? For all these things do the Gentiles seek, these other nations seek. For your heavenly Father know you have need of all these things. All right. So when you pray, even, you know, he knows what you really need. So that's what we got to, pray a little bit more. Pray for other people. Pray for health. Right. You need that. Right? Instead of what you want, right? So, but the most importantly, right, 6 and 33, one of my favorite ones too as well. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added on to you, right? That nice thing that you want probably might be added on to you. That nice little V-Loan t-shirt that you want, it might be added on to you, right? And whatever your heart, kind of lusts for, all these things might be quenched and fulfilled, but you gotta fulfill your duties as a servant for the Most High, and that's why we got to put Him first, right? Especially in this sin city that we live in, man, because we're not getting anywhere wanting and lusting in this place. So, yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, y'all. Oh, another thing, though, too, because I be seeing this a lot. Listen, I don't know what Jamie Foxx did to some of y'all, man. And I know he's in that Hollywood stuff, man, but let's not cheer on people dying. I mean, he does have a daughter. So, and I be telling people this too, mainly women, because y'all be, man, listen, I know brothers do y'all wrong. I know brothers be doing y'all wrong. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorn. I understand that. But please, you got to forgive people for their past. I forgave my father a long time ago, and it hurts because I know he ain't gonna be good for it, but I forgave him. No, I forgave him, and I just want to say this too. This is right after the Lord's Prayer. This is still in 6 and 14. For if ye forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if ye forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. So we got to be more forgiving. Even if people do the worst to us, right? We still got to come through and have that spirit of the Most High, man, and have that spirit of the Yahushai, right? So what did he say too? And I think this is still in the 5th chapter, right? But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. So that's a hell of a spirit right there. So we got to get them. We got to get that type of spirit on us. Nothing should be able to phase us. And that avoids evil. That avoids retaliation, right? No one's saying that you got to be soft and a square, but that avoids evil, man. You can't recompense evil with evil, man. Just pray for people, man. Pray for people, forgive people. Because at the end of the day, we all gonna meet meet him, and we're all gonna want to be forgiven for our sins too. You know what you say? Celebrities our only hope. The kingdom for us single people, kind of God. Yeah, man. Curse those that curse us, bless those that bless us. Yeah, just bless them that curse you, though, sister. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. Because why? It's gonna sting them more. It's gonna sting them more. It's gonna sting them more in the end. You know, it's gonna sting them more. It's gonna get at them. They're gonna be guilty. All that guilt's gonna pile up. All that guilt's gonna pile up, and they're just gonna pop. They're gonna pop like a bubble, right? Yeah, but that's pretty much it, y'all. Some of this was in the spirit. I'm glad that worked out. And some of it I have written down, and I got to do this some more often. But I was nervous as heck. But I'm glad that it worked out. All praises to the Most High for guiding my words, guiding my thoughts. The water for being real supportive in the chat and engaging. Y'all encourage me, and then the spirit increases for me to continue on. You know. And it's a lit, brother. Yeah, bro. Like the water, man. The water. I'll be back too next week. I'm gonna try to do this thing every time, every one. I'm not trying to miss not one. You understand? So, man, I can't wait to see you, brother. Though I want to see you again, dude. God, the water will take care of it. Still generous. Thank you, SDG. What's going on, sister? Thank you so much for your support, man. I really like it. I really love it, man. The water, I love you too, bro. Great synergies, the water, man. The water, man. I'll be back, man. I'm getting better, man. I'm gonna get better and better, man. All praise to the Most High, man. But hey, I don't want to keep y'all for too long, man. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night Shabbat. Hopefully, it's nice outside, man. Enjoy the Saturday Shabbat too, man. And I will see you on the next one. May the Most High bless y'all and keep y'all away from any danger in this terrible, sinful city. I'll see you on the next one, man. Shalawam. Kwam Yasharallah.